Good evening. I'm Dr. Vishnu Durga from Action Invest Caribbean Inc. and welcome to the fifth edition of the Who's Who in Guyana business TV show. As you know, in this show here, it is our goal to educate you about the various companies that exist in Guyana, what they do, but to also share with you business education and business opportunities that can help you prepare for what is to come and to really give you that opportunity to do as best as possible in your business. If you are interested in being featured not just in the business directory but also on the TV show, feel free to reach out to us and we will make that happen. Now, today we do have a packed show. We have Coach Keon Smith from ActionCOACH Guyana. He will be taking us through the 6 steps to a much better business. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. And then we have some messages that are really related to ISO awareness. We hear so much about this being spoken about constantly. Now, what does it mean? What does it have to do with you? And what do you need to put in place? Now, before we get to all of that, let's take a look at some fantastic companies that have been really supporting what the Who's Who in Guyana business does. And I would also ask you, of course, to support these fantastic companies. See you after the break.
Tired of the hassle of running around looking for solutions? Worry no more. WM Services is here. We specialize in heating, ventilation, air conditioning, electrical, and generator services. As a residential, commercial, and industrial dealer, our trained and licensed team is waiting to bring you peace of mind. Make the call now. Telephone 611-4326. Email wmservicesgy@gmail.com or visit our website www.wmservicesgy.com.
We help to simplify the adoption and acquisition of ICT services. Our services include ICT infrastructure for hotels, malls, and commercial buildings via fiber, copper, or wireless. Technical training in fiber optics, cabling and surveillance, plus fuel and fleet management solutions. J.D. Karn ICT Guyana Incorporated, an ICT engineering company. Your success is our business.
Since 1985 we've been around. Serving the nation is so much fun. Every customer's number one. ALE & Sons at Movie Town. More products, more variety. Spacious shopping and a helpful team. Website and delivery. We're so proud to be Guyanese.
ALE & Sons, always happy to serve you. Come visit our new location at Movie Town as we bring you a premium shopping experience and a bigger product line to meet your everyday needs.
Thank you very much to the supporters of the Who's Who in Guyana Business TV show. And again, as I mentioned, if you are interested in being featured in either the directory or on television, and again, our show plays every Tuesday at 7:30 on NCN. You can also catch us on Channel 4 on E-Networks and on social media. Some of you may be seeing this right now on social media, at our Facebook page, YouTube pages. Just feel free to follow, share the information so that many more people can benefit from this. I would now like to invite and introduce Coach Keon Smith to share with us this week's business education. Welcome, Coach Keon, and all over to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dorga. It's an absolute pleasure to be joining you this evening on the program. This evening, we are going to dive into the 6 steps to a better business. Just to use it as a metaphor, how many persons out there have ever baked a cake before? If you have, you know that baking a cake, generally, especially if you are now starting, we're not speaking about the veterans, requires you to follow a recipe. And one of the reasons why you follow that recipe is that it helps you to be consistent in your cake when it actually comes out. Similarly, there is a recipe for growing businesses. We're going to start with step number 1, and that starts from the point of mastery. Mastery is where we work on 4 areas to reduce and work on eliminating chaos. When we speak about eliminating chaos, we're not saying that you are not working to the best of your ability within your organizations or businesses, but there's always room for improvement. The mastery level involves 4 areas: time, money, delivery, and destination mastery. Destination mastery talks about having a very clear vision and knowing where you're taking your business. Time mastery looks at how you're investing your time as the business owner so that we can reallocate that important resource to ensure that it is getting you the results you're looking for. Money mastery, understanding your numbers so that you can ensure you're making the best decisions based on what those numbers are telling you, both historical numbers, current, and even forecasted numbers. And then we have delivery mastery, ensuring that you are delivering consistently the product or the service to your customers. Once we're able to work on those 4 areas, that is a foundation. It gives you the stability for us to then move to the next step, which is niche. But it relates to marketing. This is where we focus with you, the business owner, to identify what are your USPs, your unique selling point or propositions, and then we work on finding strategies that helps to educate your prospective customers on why they should do business with you. Once the marketing pipe is flowing, that gives us what we call predictable cash flow. Well, we can then start determining how many customers will come, and that helps us with our forecasting. It is important that we generate cash within the business because that helps us with step number 3, which is leveraging. Leveraging is where we invest in improving our systems so that we can drive efficiency and accountability within our businesses and organizations. It means there may be improvements we might need to make, which requires an injection of money. Once we have the systems fully outlined, documented, we will then move to the next area where we're able to work on the team. That is step number 4. Working on a team means that we look at our hiring process, we look at assessing our current team members to determine are they able to develop the results or deliver the results we're looking for. And this begins to channel the organization or the business to have structured growth. So we know the areas that we're going to be developing, and in that way, we're able to determine the new team members that will need to join us in order for us to reach that particular goal. At this level, we can think about the time that it buys you as the business owner, and we can now install a general manager as we move to the next step of synergy. This is where the organization, each department is operating as efficiently as possible so that we can ensure the results of the combined efforts is far greater than any one specific department. In this particular scenario, your general manager is now the person who is in charge of this well-oiled machine. And as the business owner, you will now have more time to focus on other activities, whether it be investing time with your family, etc., or working on other business ventures that can complement your current business. Once this is in place, we then move to the final step, and that is called the results, where we can now focus on generating um, passive income versus active income. Passive income means that you're generating profits without you having to be there physically in the business 24/7, and the business is working by itself. Because our definition of a successful business is a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. We're not saying that you're going to be 100% away from your business, but you're able now to use the time that you've just bought yourself to focus on your personal growth and or getting into new business ventures. So to those business owners out there they're looking at this program and thinking that this is something that you would want to achieve, I would encourage you. We have our business growth seminars to reach out to us, and we will definitely sign you up so that you can get more information. This is an entire 2.5 hour program that goes into more details that you can get tools and tips that you can use to improve your business operation. Dr. Darga?
Thank you very much for sharing, Keon. And I'm going to ask you to be on standby because there's a question that comes up every so often about, all of this preparation. How is this related to where the country is going? So please be on standby whilst we get a quick message from Ms. Rodlyn Semple, who is with our consulting division.
I am Rodlyn Semple from ACI Consulting Services, and today I will be speaking to you on what is a gap analysis and do you need one. Many companies have made a decision to embark on implementing a quality management system, and you're probably wondering, what is a gap analysis and why do I need one? All organizations, they have a management system. Some of them might be formal and some might be informal. Some of the things they are already doing, and it makes no sense for you to actually duplicate the system. In designing a management system, it's very important that you get an understanding as to where you are, what are the gaps, and what needs to be done. A gap analysis is basically an audit which examines all your operations within their organization and you compare it to the ISO 9001 standard. When this gap analysis is conducted, it gives you a deep insight as to what is needed and what needs to be done. Once this gap analysis has been completed, it can either be completed by you or by the consultant. It will highlight those gaps. It will tell you whether or not there's conformance, whether the clause is not applicable, or whether or not you're meeting those requirements. Once the requirements show conformance, it means that your organization has a system. Therefore, your consultant will work with you to ensure that you implement the same so that you can reach the requirements for certification. It makes no sense reinventing the wheel by conducting a gap analysis which was already done. So I want to implore you that in designing your management system, it's important to recognize and utilize what you already have because, as I said, it's a waste of time to reinvent the wheel. If you're already doing something which is working well, then it would not be useful to stop that exercise. It's all about having the best possible system. And if it's working, don't change it. That's where the gap analysis comes in. For further information on how we can help you, contact us at ACI Consulting Services. You can send an email at iso@actioninvest.org or call us on telephone numbers 501-0110.
Thank you very much to Rodlyn for sharing that very useful information to us. And the question that I really wanted to ask you on is that we talk a lot about ISO compliance, and then we also talk about ISO certification. And there are people out there that are really confused to figure out which one is which one comes before which one, and then added to that, they also know that companies like yours, ActionCOACH, keeps talking about 6 steps to a better business and all these systems. How does that fit in? Where do people really get started? Any feedback, any advice on those areas, Keon?
Sure, definitely. So I will first address the initial part of your question. Now, ISO compliance or conformity is where the company works to document their systems according to the 10 areas as outlined within the ISO document. And that starts from the basis of having your systems manual in place. Now, I will tie that into what we at Action Coach currently do. Once you're at the level of conformity because you have your systems in place, and not only documenting the systems, but ensuring that they are executed by your team members. So it will be very important for companies who have their quality systems manual to do their own internal testing to ensure that, for example, if the reception officer should be offering a beverage to a customer when they come in, you can just stand there when a customer walks in to see if this is actually happening. Certification, on the other hand, is where a third party comes in and they audit your process to ensure that they are being followed and you're confirming to what you have documented, because these are things that you have indicated that you are doing to serve your customers better. So compliance is where within the company you're conforming to your systems. Certification requires a third party to come in and do their audit to confirm that you are following your quality management system. Now at Action Coach, when we work along with our clients, we work along with them on their business holistically, not only coaching on strategies for improving profits and enhancing their team, but also focusing on delivering consistently, and this requires systemization. So we work from within their different departments based on the company to develop what are the systems that can be documented that will result in these departments functioning more efficiently. Once individual departments improve their service delivery, that combines with the entire company to deliver a product or a service that will leave customers feeling delighted versus just feeling satisfied. So this is where Action Coach Guyana plays its part in helping our clients to start the process of becoming ISO compliant by working on their documentations. And then once you move it forward, if you need something a bit more specific, or consultants can come in and do an audit to make sure that you are in full conformance. Once that is ticked off, then we can proceed to ISO certification.
Thank you very much, Keon, for really giving some more clarity around this. Exactly what Action Coach does, Action Invest, with the consulting services, and sometimes compliance is enough. You will notice that because you are compliant, the company runs a lot better. People have systems for everything that needs to be done. Your customers get served a lot better, and just a lot of pressure and stress gets reduced. Actually moving to certification, as Keon explained, is the next step that really gives you international recognition. And we're very, very happy that GCS, the Guyana's only native registrar, is also part of this particular program. And we'll now hear from Daniel a little bit more about that certification part. Coach Keon, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us today, and I look forward to hearing from you again next week, Tuesday.
Thank you.
Customer satisfaction is on everyone's mind. And how do you manage that situation and ensure that you deliver on customer satisfaction? One of the ways this is achieved is through becoming globally certified through Global Compliance Service. We are an international accredited ISO registrar and provide the certification and have the authority to issue an ISO certificate to companies. Customers that visit organizations and transact business with ISO certified companies can rest assured that the procedures and policies are in place to ensure that the goods and services being provided are of the best quality and have been prepared in accordance to globally accepted standards. And how does this benefit the organization? The organization will be able to provide products and services that will meet and exceed the customer's needs. It also includes various aspects of anticipating the customer's demand and what would be of additional value to the customer. Global Compliance Service provides the services of certifying companies to all of the ISO standards. And this always translates to quality services being delivered to customers.
Precision, integrity, dependability. It's not just about the people. It's about the services you provide and every piece of critical equipment needed for the job. When failure is not an option. GCS Inspections.
Come down to ACI Sons Superstore for all the best deals. We have the latest DJ mixers, headphones, amplifiers, speakers, musical keyboards, drum sets, guitars, car DVD players, speaker boxes, video and audio cables in a wide variety, smart TVs in a wide range, refrigerators, freezers, stoves, washing machines, home audio, AC units, cookware, laptops, and lots more. So hurry down now for the best deals. ACI Sons Superstore.
Tired of the hassle of running around looking for solutions? Worry no more. WM Services is here. We specialize in heating, ventilation, air conditioning, electrical, and generator services. As a residential, commercial, and industrial dealer, our trained and licensed team is waiting to bring you peace of mind. Make the call now. Telephone 611-4326. Email wmservicesgy@gmail.com or visit our website www.wmservicesgy.com.
Again, thank you very much to our sponsors for really contributing to the show, making sure that we are able to share this information with you. We have some very powerful shows lined up for you in the coming months, so make sure that you lock out and lock in this particular time slot in your week, Tuesday, 7:30 on NCN. If anyone's seeing this on social media, strongly encourage you to ensure that you share the video. Of course, make sure that you pay keen attention to what has been taught in this particular show. Share it with anyone that you think will really be able to benefit from all of this. And also, I would strongly encourage you to make contact with us if you are in business, if you run any kind of large organization, and you really want your organization to be better known in Guyana and across the world. Make sure that you make use of the opportunity of being featured in our Who's Who in Guyana Business Directory. And of course, also on this particular TV show that is really geared at ensuring that you get the most mileage for your advertising, for your marketing investment. And again, I look forward to seeing you again soon. We'll leave you with a quarterly planning session that is usually conducted by ActionCOACH that really allows business owners to take that time out of their very busy life to do the planning for one day so that they have a plan of action for the next 90 days. So we'll be sharing some information with you. I'm Dr. Vishnu Durga. It was an absolute pleasure being with you here on the 5th episode of the Who's Who in Guyana Business TV show, and see you again next week. Take care.